Hi everybody! I am going to show you how to make quick Asian lettuce wraps with actually an option at the end as well. I wanted to do these live in my home with people visiting me, but obviously I can't do that now. So I thought, why not? While I'm making my own dinner, as you can see, I just finished my workout over Zoom with the folks at BTF. Hey guys! Um, so I just got done at 7:23, and I thought, well, why not? Why don't I show you guys how to make one of my favorite things, and that's the Asian lettuce wraps. So I am going to actually also start off with Epicure's chocolate pudding. Let's live dangerously, right? Life is uncertain. Let's start with dessert first, and that's so ironic these days. This is the chocolate pudding. I have half a pack here because I made another half a pack last weekend with another live class. So here's half a pack. As you all may or may not know, I may have some new people here that are not familiar with Epicure at all. The directions are always on the back. And this pudding has organic coconut palm sugar in it, food starch, which is tapioca. I found out it's not potato or corn starch. Organic cocoa powder and a little bit of sea salt. So that's kind of demonstrative of Epicure's, all of its products. There's no junk, no additives, no gluten, no peanuts. So this just what we do, clean, healthy food. So what I'm doing with the chocolate pudding is I'm making it with a twist, something I've always wanted to try, so I thought I'd do it here with you guys. I have half a cup of brewed decaffeinated coffee here, and I also have some unsweetened almond milk. So I am going to put this in a prep cup. This is a prep cup. It's one of ours. It's got a silicone lid here. They're stackable. They're pretty handy. I'm going to fill the rest of this up so it makes a total of 1 cup of liquid. And then I'm going to put it in my bowl here that I have front here that you can't see, but I'll show you in a second. Then I'm going to put this half a package of chocolate pudding in there. There's the... Now, one thing that I didn't know before, I don't have my prop, my Jello gelatin pudding. It's got 18 grams of sugar in it. This has 8 grams of sugar per half cup serving. So that's another advantage of Epicure's. Another one is if you have an allergy to lactose or just don't prefer cow's milk, you can use Epicure's chocolate pudding with any milk you want. So you can... use almond milk, unsweetened almond milk like I just did, or you can use cow's milk. You can use oat milk if you have a nut allergy. So I'm just whisking this up pretty good. And then that's it. That's dessert. You can also make this with heavy whipping cream if you want to make it a little bit more decadent. You can make a Mexican chocolate with cinnamon on a pinch of cayenne. So I'm going to hand this off to my assistant so he can put it in the fridge, and that'll set in a few minutes. Okay, so we're going to get to the actual dinner, and here it is. Okay, this is the silicone steamer. This is one of our most popular items. This is 100% silicone. It is FDA approved. You can we're going to use it today. We're going to use it in the microwave, and I'll have a quick word about that in a second. You can use it in the oven up to 425 degrees. It's safe for the top rack of the dishwasher. It's amazing. You can cook so many things in here. You can cook a whole chicken in there in 20 minutes and finish it off in the oven like a rotisserie chicken. And literally 20 minutes, you have a whole chicken done for your family on the table. So this actually has 3 prices. You'll see one in the catalog. One is half price, that if somebody hosts an online class with me or a live one when this mess is over, you can get it for half off. A lot of my hosts opt to get this as their half price item for hosting a class with me. And then there's free, and that's if you do this business like I am. It comes free in your business kit. Actually, I have 20% off for anybody who wants to start an Epicure business, and it's usually a $150 kit, and it's 20% off if you join me in the month of March because of a promotion that we did. So anyhow, what I have in here is a pound of ground pork. And what I'm going to put in there let me show you real quick what we're cooking from. Forgot. This is the Asian kit. It comes with all the ingredients that all the spices that I'm cooking with today. You provide your own fresh ingredients. I know the last online class, because I didn't get to chat with them in my house before we started, we're a little confused. You buy all your fresh ingredients, and the seasonings and the herbs and spice blends are what Epicure gives you, and some of the cookware, as you'll see. So everything I'm cooking with today, the seasonings are in this box, and it comes out to about 40 servings a box, which is about $2.50 a serving, depending which kit you buy. We have Italian, Greek, Mexican, a burger kit, and they're all really, really good. So out of this, and you also get recipe cards. That's what's sitting on top here. So you can make what I'm making if you buy the Asian kit. So I have got Asian stir-fry seasoning right here. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon in. Now this is our 4-in-1 spice spoon. And it's got a tablespoon, teaspoon, half teaspoon, and what did I say? Tablespoon, teaspoon, half teaspoon, and a quarter teaspoon, all in one measuring. Then they all fit in our bottles, just like this. So it's an ingenious little invention here. There's no more wondering how you're going to get that round tablespoon in the spice pot. So I'm gonna sprinkle that on the ground pork. And then I'm going to grab a tablespoon of soy sauce here. Actually, this is tamari. And that's going in right on top of there. I'm going to stir it at the beginning with a spoon just to make sure I kind of have it distributed. So this is going to go in the microwave. Oh, I thought I was going to tell you about the microwave. All right. So those of you that are in natural health, like I have been my whole life, you may have heard that cooking in the microwave is bad for you. It irradiates your food. I did some research when I first started this because I didn't want to promote anything that wasn't healthy for people. And I do have a couple articles, if you're interested, that tell you you're actually steaming your food when you put it in our steamer in the microwave, and that means you're actually cooking the food at a high temperature for a shorter period of time, which actually preserves the nutrients in the food. And you're not irradiating your food. You're getting more radiation from your cell phone every day. So there are vents here, so you want to make sure when you hold your steamer, you hold it on the ends with the vents pointing away from your fingers. You don't want burns, and always use an oven mitt when you take it out of the microwave because it will be very hot. The handles don't get hot, but the contents will be very hot. So I'm going to put this ground pork in the microwave for 3 minutes, and while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to start on the next bit. What I have here is I had a little bit of grated carrot right there, and I've got a little piece of cabbage, and I already made some of my coleslaw. I had some cabbage and carrots, so I decided I'm just going to make my own coleslaw. You can buy a bag if you want. So I want to show you this. This is our Prep Pro paring knife. It's got this handy dandy cover on it. It is a ceramic knife. It stays sharp for 2 years. It slices through things like tomatoes very well. So I'm just gonna slice just a little bit more here, just to kind of show you. It's kind of hard because you can't see. I had this set up better before, but the lighting wasn't good today. So I am just gonna go ahead and just slice a little bit up. Like I said, this Prep Pro knife is really good for tomatoes and things that are soft like that. So, all right. So this is our cutting mat. You see it's bendy. So I'm going to take what I cut in there, and it's going to slide right in to the bowl. Now I've got, where is it? Okay, we've got our cruet with our funnel. I already have soy sauce, rice vinegar, and olive oil in here. I ran out of my avocado oil, so I just use olive oil. That's the other thing about Epicure's products. People tell me all the time, if I don't have certain things in my pantry, it tastes good anyway. And I'm like, hallelujah, I love hearing that. So what goes in here is the Sesame Ginger dressing mix. One thing about the dressing mixes with Epicure and any of the dip mixes, you can use it to season anything. So you don't have to just use it for salad dressings or just use it for dips. Our seasonings, people use it for all kinds of things, like omelets, to marinate chicken, there's just so many ways you can use it. I use it on my eggs, all the seasonings on my eggs all the time. You can use it to roast potatoes. We have, you know, big line, of course. So, all right, so I'm going to grab my my spoon here, and I'm going to put in a tablespoon. I think you can see, whoops, I think you can see in TV land, but let me pull it up a little bit, and that funnel goes right in there. And I actually have to check how much I need. That's 2 tablespoons dressing mix. I don't know if I quite need that much. I will though, because it's pretty yummy, so it'll last a little while. It's a lot of dressing actually. So, all right. So then we screw on the cap, shake it up. Dressing. No preservatives, additives, all that crap that you see in the store-bought dressing that lasts in your fridge for 3 months. Now you can have dressing instantly whenever you want it. I don't have to make dressing ever again. I don't have to make salsa. I don't have to make guacamole. We have a great guacamole seasoning. Just instantly make whatever you want. And so now I have fresh guacamole whenever I like it, because I always have avocados at my house. So, all right. So the dressing is done. The meat, after 3 minutes, let's take a look at it. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that dressing in a second. So let's take a look at the meat real quick. All right. Well, I don't know if you can see that puff of steam that just went up. One thing I didn't mention, let me see if I can tip it just a little bit. I don't know if you can see how juicy that is, but I didn't add any oil or water to this, if you would have noticed that. When you steam your food, you don't need to do that, so that's an added benefit. I have right here, it's called a meat separator. That's what it does. And I'm going to go ahead and mash the meat in here to separate it. This works just as well in a frying pan. Let me close this, it's in my way. It works just as well in a frying pan as it does in the steamer. And what I'm doing is I'm just separating the meat. You know how it gets all clumped up when it cooks, to make sure all of it cooks evenly on this last go through. It probably only needs, it's pork, so I'm going to do it for probably another 3 minutes. All right. That's looking good. I wish we had smell-o-vision, because it does smell really good with that Asian spice. It's like that sesame ginger. I don't know what else it has in there. All I do know is that, very low sodium. Our stuff has very little sodium in it. I have to salt pretty much everything, which reminds me, I'm going to grab, I always use like pink salt, so I'm going to put some of that in there right now to season this up. I know from previous experience it does not have enough salt in it. So there we go. All right, so the meat separator, also very good for mashing potatoes or mashing your avocados with our avocado guacamole seasoning to make perfectly good guacamole at a moment's notice. Can you tell that's one of my favorite things? I think it's a food group. All right, so then I'll go back in the microwave. I'm just going to give it another 3 minutes and it'll be done. And let's get back to our set. So I have this coleslaw in here. Here's the coleslaw. And get the dressing that I was working on. And I'm going to go ahead and just dress this coleslaw with that. I'm going to leave a little bit because I made quite a bit. I want to have enough in there, but I want to show you how to make something else with this. Alright, so that's getting all mixed up in there. It's very yummy. And I want to show you how to make another cool thing that Epicure has. Alright. I can see there's people coming in and watching. I really appreciate it. I'm on my little phone. One of these days I'll figure out how to do it with my laptop and be able to call you out, but I'm trying to concentrate. Alright, so I've got here the miso broth that comes with the Asian kit and the Chipotle Aioli, which also comes with the Asian kit. Now, this Chipotle Aioli is awesome with the Mexican kit as well, and there's also a roasted garlic aioli. This miso broth, of course, you can make it for miso soup, but you can also make an awesome aioli out of it as well. So it's the same procedure, just 2 different spices. This one's a nice earthy, you know, the umami taste, and this is a slightly smoky, very yummy Chipotle Aioli taste. So what you do is you start with regular mayonnaise, whatever mayonnaise you like. If you're vegan, use veganese, whatever you want. And then I'm going to get my spoon, and I'm going to put, I have 1/3 of a cup of mayonnaise in each of these. It only needs a teaspoon of the aioli mix here, aioli seasoning for that. And same thing, I think same thing with the miso. I'm making aioli out of this miso. I'm going to grab the other side of this teaspoon because that one has a chipotle on it. So there's that. It's about the same. I've got this cool spatula my mom gave me for Christmas. Isn't that cool? Alright, so the aioli gets mixed up. There we go. You just have to leave it for a couple of minutes so that the flavors can infuse. It's fancy aioli mayonnaise. It's all it is. It's just mayonnaise. Epicure does all the work. Alright, so there's that one. I got another spatula for Mom for Christmas. See? Alright, there's the miso. Makes an awesome aioli. Thank you whoever told me about this. It's really awesome because you get 2 different flavors with your Asian street tacos. Well, you can make the Asian street tacos or lettuce wraps, whatever you want, and I'll show you another thing to do too. Alright, so there we go. You want to grab me the chocolate pudding out of there? I'm going to show you that the meat's going to be in 3 seconds. Alright. Okay, here we go. How long has it been? It was 23 after, now it's 39 after. So, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. So, here's the... 16 minutes, thank you. So, here is the chocolate pudding. It's already set. Remember, I made this half coffee, half unsweetened almond milk. It's going to be awesome. Alright, so, it's already set. It only takes 15 minutes to set. And then you have dessert all ready. Okay. I'm going to take the meat out. There we go. Okay. So. Woo. Again, steamy hot. Steamy hot. Do you see the steam? Yeah, we can see the steam rising now. Alright, cool. Alright. So, the meat's all ready. I need another spoon. One that didn't have raw stuff on it. Can you grab me another spoon? A big spoon. Alright. So, I have some lettuce leaves already set here, and we're in for the home stretch. Here we go. Thank you. Alright, so we got our beautiful, juicy, you can see how juicy that is, I hope, in TV land. I'm not sure. So I'm going to put that in there. I need another little spoon, by the way, another 2 little spoons. Okay, and just kind of line those up. I've got some of the... Thank you. I've got some of the coleslaw with the sesame ginger dressing. Let's do that. I'm just going to do 2 of these since I don't want to take up too much more of your time because this was just a spur of the moment thing for me. I like putting on some scallions, some green onion on mine. Now you got to get creative with the aioli because for this you can't smear it on a tortilla. So I'm just gonna kind of spread it on there. That's for that one, and then some of the miso flavor for the second one. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. This is only like my 3rd online video, so you know, don't have it down to a science yet. So that is your lettuce wraps. And then I've got some street tacos here from the store. They're little. They're very good. These happen to be corn, so they're gluten-free for your gluten-free people. This comes in the steamer. I didn't show it to you earlier because I had the pork in there. This comes in there. Guess what you can cook with this in the steamer? You can cook bacon. Yay! The grease goes down to the bottom. You can cook bacon in the microwave. Awesome. All right, so what I do with this is I put them on top of here, and my friend Mary Collins, hi Mary, showed me how to do this. She puts this in the microwave and puts it on for 30 seconds, and it heats up the tortillas. It's awesome. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you how I put these together. So this is a little bit easier to get your aioli going. So you just smear it on there before you start building your tortilla. It's awesome. Here's the miso flavored aioli. Just a little bit, you know, those of us that, you know, watch what we eat. You don't eat mayo all the time. What's that saying? I don't eat mayo often, but when I do, it's aioli. All right, so here is the pork. Very juicy, very tasty. It smells really good. We've got the coleslaw dressed with the sesame ginger dressing from the Asian kit. Here we go. And whatever toppings you want, like I said, I love green onion on mine. Now the other thing, the one last thing you can do with it, for those of you who like to avoid carbs, you can do the lettuce wraps, or you can make a bowl. So here's a bowl of lettuce, and because the lettuce wraps are kind of messy to eat, so put on your pork with the what's the dressing? It's the Asian stir fry seasoning. That's what that's called. So pork with Asian stir fry seasoning. Add on your crunch. I don't know about you, but I really like the hot juicy pork with the crispy, tangy coleslaw with the sesame dressing on it. It really tastes good. Now I've got some red onions here. I'm gonna put that on there. I've got some pea pods that they chopped up before I got here, and I got a few. If you want to just kind of do a little few wonton noodles. I normally just forego the carbs, but so there you have it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions for me, find me on Facebook and ask me. I don't know where this video is going to land because it wouldn't post it to the page I wanted to while I was looking at the beginning. So I'll find a spot to post it. You can always reach out to me on Facebook. Thank you for listening. If you need to know anything else about Epicure, let me know. And I'll probably be on here once again because everybody's going to be cooking so much now. I'll be able to help you out with that. Cooking healthy and fast. We're ready in 20 minutes or less. I'm signing off now. See y'all later. Bye.